Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into a trend that has been absolutely dominating the darker corners of the internet. You've probably seen the mirror mimic challenge appearing on your feed. It's that viral horror filter that supposedly makes your reflection move just a few seconds slower than your actual physical movements, being increasingly disturbing. Is it just a glitch, or is there something much more sinister lurking behind the glass? Let's take a look at where this all started and why people are suddenly terrified of their own bathrooms. The filter itself is marketed as a reflex test. When you activate it, your phone's camera captures your image, but the software introduces a progressive lag. For the first few seconds, it's almost unnoticeable, a slight delay in a blink or a hand wave that follows a frame late. It's meant to be a game where you try to sync back up with your digital double. The mood in these videos usually starts off lighthearted, with people laughing and making funny faces to see how the lag handles their expressions. But as the minutes tick by, the algorithm is designed to increase that delay, pushing the reflection further and further away from the present moment, until the gap is wide enough for the uncanny valley to set in. As the challenge gained traction, the videos began to take a darker turn. Users started reporting that the 3-second delay wasn't just a lag anymore, it was becoming inconsistent. Imagine standing perfectly still, waiting for your reflection to catch up, only to realize that the reflection isn't mimicking your last move at all. Some viewers pointed out that while the user was looking down at their phone, the reflection in the background was looking directly at the camera. This is where the independent reflection theory began to spread like wildfire. Was the filter truly just lagging, or was it providing a window into a version of yourself that had its own intentions? The laughter in the comment sections quickly turned into genuine concern and fear. One of the most famous incidents involved a streamer who attempted to keep the filter running for a full hour. About 40 minutes in, the delay was nearly 30 seconds long. The streamer stood up to leave the room to get a glass of water, but on the screen, his reflection remained seated. The chat went absolutely wild as the reflection on the screen slowly turned its head and smiled, a wide, unnatural grin that the streamer wasn't making. When he returned to the frame, he noticed his reflection was still sitting there, staring at the spot where he had just been. He deleted the video almost immediately, but not before thousands of people captured the screen. He hasn't posted since, and the mystery of that independent reflection continues to haunt his followers. What makes this filter so much more effective than a standard jump scare is the psychological toll it takes. We are biologically wired to recognize our own reflections as an extension of our physical selves. When that connection is broken, it triggers a deep-seated survival instinct. Psychologists suggest that the mirror mimic challenge plays on the Capgras delusion, the terrifying feeling that a loved one or yourself has been replaced by an identical imposter. For many who have tried the challenge, the fear doesn't end when they close the app. They report feeling like they are being watched by their own mirrors for days afterward, as if the digital lag had somehow permanently desynced their reality from their reflection. But is there a technical explanation for these glitches? Some developers suggest that the filter uses a deep learning AI model that predicts your movements to create the lag effect. If the AI encounters a sequence it doesn't recognize, or if the lighting is poor, it might hallucinate a movement that you didn't actually make. This would explain why the reflection seems to act independently. It's literally the AI making its best guess at what you might do next. However, this technical explanation doesn't account for the reports of reflections speaking or pointing at things in the room that the user can't see. The line between a software bug and a supernatural event is becoming increasingly blurred as more footage surfaces. Then there are the after-hours stories. These are accounts from people who claim that after using the filter, Their actual physical mirrors in their homes began to exhibit the same delay. One user posted a series of photos claiming she could count to 5 before her reflection would follow her lead, even without her phone in the room. While these claims are hard to verify, they have added to the legendary status of the mirror mimic. People are now warning others to close the date by deleting the app and covering their mirrors with sheets. It sounds like a scene from a horror movie, but for those who believe they've lost control of their reflection, the fear is very real and very paralyzing. Investigators of the paranormal have even weighed in, suggesting that mirrors have long been considered portals in various cultures. By using an app that intentionally distorts the relationship between the self and the image, theorists argue that users are essentially inviting a mimic entity to take their place. They point to the ancient practice of covering mirrors during a wake to prevent a soul from getting trapped. In the digital age, the mirror mimic challenge might be the modern equivalent of an unintended seance. Whether you believe in the supernatural or just think it's a very creepy piece of software, the consensus is clear. Playing with your reflection is a game that has no winners. The viral nature of this challenge ensures that for every person who is scared away, 10 more will try it just to see if it's real. This constant stream of new footage provides more evidence for the believers and more data for the skeptics. But as the algorithm behind the filter evolves, the discrepancies are getting harder to explain away. We are seeing videos where the reflection is not just lagging, but reacting to things happening behind the user, things that aren't there when the user turns around. It's a feedback loop of digital dread. If you're planning on trying this, maybe think twice about what you're actually inviting into your home and your screen. As we wrap up today's look into the Mirror Mimic Challenge, the question remains, is this just the latest viral prank, or have we stumbled upon a new kind of digital haunting? The developers of the original filter have remained silent, and the app has been removed from several stores, only to be re-uploaded under different names. Whatever the truth is, the next time you look into a mirror in the middle of the night, you might find yourself waiting just a second longer than usual to see if your reflection moves first. Stay safe out there, and remember, some things are better left unreflected. Don't let the mimic catch up to you. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the Mirror Mimic Challenge. If you've had a weird experience with this filter or any other creepy tech, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you enjoyed this trip into the Uncanny Valley, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the internet's most mysterious and terrifying trends. We have plenty more stories coming your way that you won't want to miss. Until next time, keep one eye on the screen and the other on your reflection. See you in the next video.